Tracy Ann Smith, a language arts teacher at Arbutus Middle School, was offered the chance to modify her classroom to meet the needs of her students. She accepted this challenge and asked her students to redesign their classroom. After months of prep work and measuring and buying furniture, Tracy Ann introduced her students to their classroom. Within this classroom, she's created multiple opportunities for small grouping, large group settings, new seating arrangements, floor seating, high top tables, everything that her students had asked for. She included multiple ways of storing their materials to make the classroom more conducive to the learning environment. Her students were introduced the week after spring break to their classroom, and here are the results.
You are about to see the classroom that you designed. I am so excited for you guys to see this. Today is going to be a day about learning some new routines and also developing some guidelines for the room that you designed. So that's the work that we're going to do today. In order to do that work, we're going to start class obviously differently. And we're going to do things a little bit different today that we will never do again. You're not going to go in and sit down at the various seats. What I'm going to ask you to do to start is I've got a bunch of the stools that are for the room pulled up to the front of the classroom, like in front of where the projector is. And so we're all going to try and sit on those stools.
Whoa, beanbag chair. No! Nice! I'll take the blue. I got a blue seat. This one looks just perfect. This part. I designed it. I feel like you. Oh my god. Yeah! Oh my god, this is nice. Oh, they have armchairs. They have armchairs. Oh my god.
Come this way.
Yeah, I want to sit right here. Just like this. I can work with this. I can work with this. I'll just put a basketball in the boat. Or no, where's the basketball? It's over there. It's over there. Oh, yes! Sean, there's a stool over there by Emily.
Don't be afraid. Hello.
I bite. Just don't play next to this.
I don't like.
Oh,
yes.
Remember, once we do class, we're silent because we're listening. We'll be ready for something. Okay, so thumbs up, thumbs down. What do you think of the new room that you designed? It's fabulous. You guys do awesome work. Now, you're not done. Okay, you're not done. Because you designed these rooms with these interesting seating arrangements, but you designed them for what worked best for you. And the reality is that not everybody is comfortable sitting on a beanbag chair, or sitting on a picnic chair at a coffee table, or even working at a high top table and standing up and working. So part of our job today is to anticipate what challenges folks might have at our own home bases where we're comfortable, and develop some guidelines to help them be as successful as you will be at those areas. Okay? So that's kind of the work that we're going to do today as a class, is to develop some guidelines. Before we do that, we have to talk about the change that is needed to have, because things have to work a little bit differently. I need to get through here to pull down that screen really quickly. All right, so we do have an objective. Can I get a volunteer to read that illustrious short objective?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Students will work cooperatively to learn and develop new classroom routines.
Okay, so the learn is the first part. It's not real hard, but it is different. All right, so we're going to learn some new routines for basically starting class, and then you're going to develop some guidelines for some additional routines. All right, sound pretty good? All right, so the big thing I realized as I looked at what you guys came up with was that we had to change how we do HAD. Okay, CAD can't work the same way as it has all year. And there are a couple of things that I thought about as I was looking at this classroom over spring break. And one of those was, oh my gosh, there are no chairs, and the desks have no bins. So there's no place to put your books at all. And I thought, well, we can put them on the floor. And then I thought, no, that'll be a disaster because I will trip over them. Then I also thought, oh, they've got all their stuff. They've got their string bags. Where do they put that? Where do you sit? How do you decide where to sit? And how do you know what to do once you get there? Like, what if I'm sitting at some weird, wacky place? How do I know, like, how to function? So we have a new HAD. It looks very similar to our old HAD, but there are some changes. So I need a volunteer to help me read these. All right, can you see that from where you are?
Yeah.
You can turn yourself. Why don't you read those? As you hear something that sounds different, I want you to raise up your hand really, really high, because that means we have to stop and talk about it. As soon as you hear something that sounds different. All right, so can you go ahead and start us off?
Take a paper from the take me bin.
Oh, that sounds different. What is different about that, Ms. Walker?
We don't usually have a take me bin, I would think.
That's actually the name of the bins that have always been right here that you pick up the paper when you come in. All right. Now the bin is different. We've got new and improved, beautiful designer bins. Yeah, I know, right? And there's only one of them. But that actually, you may not have known the name, but that actually is exactly the same. Okay. The only difference is there's one instead of two. All right. Can you keep reading?
Go to your home base and take out your agenda, homework folder, and
Zoe, what are some differences there?
Go to your home base.
Yeah, what do you think that might mean? Home base. What do we think? Where you sit to start and end your day. List of things to do for
sit
that.
and get started on
Yeah, which is
Do your drill.
which is not any different. Right?
that. Yeah, it's in red.
So
It's
it's
in
just
red
red
words.
because that's the last thing is your actual hardware. Okay, so it's a little bit different because our logistics are different, but the point is still the same. Get in, get what you need, and get started. All right, now, this is super important to have this down, so what I would like to do really quickly is a quick teach okay. So remember, teach okay, how that works. I give you something to teach each other. I say teach. You say
Okay.
and then you turn and teach a partner. When you're done teaching your partner has to teach you, right? Okay, so here's what I want you to teach each other. I want you to teach each other the 4 parts of our new HAD routine. Go to the Take Me bin. If there's anything there, take out your agenda, homework folder, pen, everything else in the cubbies, and then go back to your desk, and then you start on HAD at your home base. So I want you to teach a partner that routine. When you're done teaching, remember your partner needs to teach you as well. And you're going to keep switching roles until I tell you to stop. All right. Teach.
Okay.
So, take
There's your partner. Okay.
put the rest of it in your
Natalia, can we do the on it. All right, that's your home base. All right, don't move. Just look for it. Okay, so when you see it, look for what it is, because we're going to actually go out and come back in again to take our seats. All right, so Jordan, Kalani, you pass that to Kalani. And Michael, actually. Then Hannah. Nico, pass that to Nico. To Marco. Savannah. There you are. Haley. And Carly. Charlotte. And Tyler.
right there. I'll sit in bed.
I can go in.
Where's that?
Go in. Go in.
I know, me too.
Go in.
Get your homework folder out.
Well, you don't all come in.
Oh, they're not bad. You're recording it?
Oh my god.
Did you record the first two?
You guys go back like normal, so you should be taking out your stuff. Haley, what are you taking out?
Take out your agenda, homework folder.
I ain't got one either.
Well, you should have a homework folder.
I did.
If you
I don't have a
don't,
homework folder.
Okay, we'll just take out your agenda
you need to add that to your agenda. You need to have one.
and then put it in the cubby you're supposed to be in.
I put this in the cupboard, right? On my agenda.
The whiteboard table. See A.
And what letter?
A.
So let Tyler finish getting his agenda signed and then you can have your Go better, buddy. All right, we're rocking and rolling. Once you get your stuff out, go ahead and put it in your cubby. Nico, put it in. That's not how I showed you to put it in, Nico. That's not how I showed you to put it in. Thank you, Madison, for helping her. Guys, you gotta put it and go, because all these folks are waiting. They can't get started. Here, sweetie, I'll take that. Did it pop off? Yeah. I'll take it. That's no big deal. That's the biggest accident that happens today. It's all good.
Oh wait, is it our agenda?
Where's the
Bad.
I didn't even.
You did what, Damon?
Yes.
Girl, take your stuff out. Take your stuff up there.
I said that.
What you do?
Yes, don't.
Huh?
I feel like I'm lying. I'm gonna go to like green back. It's just me and Charlotte.
You always say your agenda.
Your agenda?
There's nowhere for I just put it on the top. It's right there.
David Whittaker. This one.